Dear students, I hope this message finds you well. In these dire times, it is crucial to establish a sense of normalcy. And the topic of this module, the future, that allows us to take a glimpse into the things to come, forces us to be optimistic, to envision a world of, if not flying cars, then self-driving ones. At least for me, those were always fun mental exercises. Unfortunately, you have to now act responsibly, not only in matters related to health, but also education. You're now at the driver's seat, and we teachers are your co-pilots. I think I'm mixing up my metaphors. Maybe it was always like that. You were always the ones responsible for your learning, grades, time management, how you approached failure and success. This holds true now more than ever. Okay, my 2 cents is that you shouldn't procrastinate too much. And for the advancement of English language skills, try watching as many movies and TV shows in English as you can, and use subtitles, but they have to be in English. That's what helped me a bunch when I was your age. While watching shows and movies in English, you shouldn't be a couch potato. Turn on a part of your brain that actually listens to what is being said, that focuses on language patterns and interesting expressions. Just expose yourselves to as much English as you can. Don't worry if you don't understand certain words. Okay, let's go back to the subject matter. So today, we're just going to go through the content you were supposed to cover on your own. We'll go through the questions and do some vocabulary related tasks. If you need more time, do pause the video as we do it. Let's look at the example here. So obviously, what we are looking for here is the form of the verb advance. Okay, since we have has, okay, in front of the gap and the expression in the past 50 years, we know that we have to transform the word advance into advanced, okay, to get a present perfect form of the expression. To advance means to progress ili napredovati. Okay, let's look how this sentence would look like if we were to, paraphrase it. In the past 50 years, technology has made so many, So which word are we looking for? So made so many. So we're looking for a noun. What is the noun form of the verb advance? Yes, it is advancement. But keep in mind that we need here a plural form of this noun. So we need advancements, so many advancements. Okay, in the next example, let's see which word collocates with golf. Okay, kako se kaže golf teren? Okay, is it course, court, field, pitch, or rink? It is, of course, course. But let's see which sports are played on a court. This is, of course, basketball. And can you think of another one? Okay, tennis. Tennis is played on a court. What about a field? Okay, you can play which sports on a field? So of course, there's football, so you have football fields, and you have as well in the UK, football fields are called football pitches. Okay, and which sport do you play in a rink? It's hockey, for example. Okay, hockey rink. Let's see the next example where we have to transform the word Middle Ages. So the word that we're looking for is in front of a noun, so it probably describes it, tells us something about the village. Okay, so these words that describe nouns are called adjectives. So the adjectival form of the Middle Ages, ili srednji vijek, in Croatian is sredovjekovni, and in English it is medieval. Okay, so the word that we're looking for is medieval. Okay, let's see the next example. We're looking for an antonym of a nobleman. Plemić ili vlastelin. Koji je antonim ili suprotan, barem po značenju, riječ nobleman ili vlastelin. Kako se kaže seljak, right? A peasant. Let's move on. Okay, let's look at the next example. The words that we're missing here might be, what kind of words? We're missing prepositions here. So which preposition would fit in the first gap? Imagine seeing space through the eyes of an astronaut. Okay, bez, without even leaving the classroom. Okay, zamislite da možemo vidjeti svemir očima astronauta bez napuštanja učionice. Okay, let's see the next example. With VR devices, we will able to, attend, go, tour virtual shops. Which verb would fit here? You're right, it's tour. Okay, let's look at the next example. We'll able to take a tour of our, so we need a form of the word accommodate. Okay, and we need the noun form of the word accommodate, which is accommodation. The next example. VR equipment has become more. We need an adjectival form of the verb afford. So what's the adjective form of afford? VR equipment has become more affordable. Okay. The possibilities of VR tech are, so we need here an adjectival form of the verb end. Beskonačno. Yes, the word we're looking for is endless. It's going to be a massive, what, forward for education. What are we missing here? Korak naprijed. The word that we're missing here is leap. You might know this word from the quote by Neil Armstrong. That's one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind. Let's check the reading comprehension that relates to the text about virtual reality. So, are the statements true or false? Virtual reality 3D headsets were invented 50 years ago. That statement is false. Okay, but it's not stated when virtual reality 3D headsets were invented. VR equipment, oprema, is too expensive for some people at the moment. So this statement is true. Okay, let's see task 4. What does VR allow users to do at the moment? To see other places in 3D, to fully experience environments, or to explore all their senses. So the correct answer is A. To see other places in 3D. Virtual reality tech is still not advanced enough to enable the full experience of environments or for us to explore all our senses. Maybe one day it will enable, omogućit, it will enable us to do these things, but at the moment it only enables us, omogućuje nam, to see other places in 3D. What will educational VR mean? No one will ever read books, learning dangerous things can be safe, and students will never leave their classroom. So the correct answer is that learning dangerous things can be safe. So they're mentioning that, I don't know, learning how to fly a plane, doing brain surgery can be done all risk-free. So risk-free relates to these dangerous things that can now be taught and learned through VR. What will businesses use VR for? To make their products, to advertise their products, or to check their products. Znači da se reklamiraju svoje proizvode. The correct answer is B. Find the word in the text that means the opposite of old-fashioned. Old-fashioned znači zastario. Okay? A koja riječ nam u tekstu značila napredna? Advanced. Okay, the word that we were looking for was advanced. Let's see task 6. Find the word in the text that means the same as change. In paragraph 2, that word is transform, to transform or to change. These are basically synonyms. And let's look at the task 8. And let's see which words can we use in Hawthorne school text. There are no school bags full of čega? Šta bi moglo biti? Full of udžbenici. Udžbenici se kažu textbooks. At Hawthorne school. In this school, teachers and ko uglavnom je u školi, nastavnici and students all use laptops or tablets inside the classroom. This emphasis on, naglasak na, technology continues. All lessons take place using interactive whiteboards. The subjects at the school are the same as at any other secondary school, but teaching staff try to take advantage of the, what kind of revolution? Digital revolution in the curriculum as much as possible. This can mean anything from educational apps and multimedia presentations to online projects and homework and marks via email. Marks mean the same as grades, ocjene. There is still room for traditional activities like school, school trips to museums. But the philosophy at Hawthorne is that technology encourages students' participation and prepares them for the world they will graduate into. So this is the part 3B. When it comes to completing the collocations, so which word collocates with surgery or goes together with surgery? Okay, that's brain surgery, okay? Brain surgery. Do you perhaps know of the expression, it's no brain surgery, or it's no rocket science? It basically means the same thing, okay? It means doing something or engaging in an activity that is not difficult to understand. So coaching football is not rocket science, and it's not brain surgery, it's a game, nothing more. Some would say. Okay? U hrvatskom imamo kvantna fizika, okay? Ili nuklearna fizika. Nije ovo nuklearna fizika, kak ne kužiš. And in English, we have brain surgery or rocket science. Okay, choose the correct preposition. Let's see task 3. The app allows users to get a complete experience in or off the environment. It's off the environment. Virtual reality is not only with or for fun. The correct answer is for fun. How about seeing space from or through the eyes of an astronaut? The correct preposition here would be through the eyes, kroz oči. He's interested in or on the new app. Of course, it's interested in, to be interested in something. Kada vas nešto zanima, you say that you're interested in, I don't know, I'm interested in maths. Will it be easy to control reality? So to or for our own benefit. The correct preposition is for our own benefit. Okay, let's now focus on task 4 and the vocabulary related to modes of transport. So in the task 4, you have to choose the odd word out or the word that does not fit. So of course, bikes, motorbikes, and scooters do not have masts. A mast is jarbol. Okay. A bus, a coach. Which of these items is not present on a bus or a coach? So these are basically synonyms. Okay, do buses or coaches have mirrors? Yes, of course they do. Imaju retrovisore. Okay, but do they have noses? And which mode of transport has a nose? Yes, of course, it's a plane. A plane has a nose. When it comes to cars and taxis, do taxis have boots and bonnets, bells, and, well, are they aerial vehicles? Well, they're certainly not aerial vehicles. Aerial vehicles are planes, okay, and helicopters. But do you know another name for boot? A car boot or a car trunk, okay, or just a trunk. Prtljažnik. And what's a bonnet? Okay, bonnet is, well, a type of a hat, but in the context of modes of transport, it is hauba. Okay, if your car stops, you usually check under your car bonnet. Do lorries have windows? Yes, they do. Headlights, of course. Exhaust pipe. An exhaust pipe, of course. Do they have saddles? Sedla? No. I've never seen a lorry with a saddle. Let's look at the next one. Plane. Do planes have license plates? Wings? Yes. Cockpits, of course. Cabins? Sure. They don't have license plates. When we look at ships or ferries, ferry is traject. Okay, are they related to harbors in any kind of way? Okay, to sú luke. Do they have cabins? Yes, of course they do. Do they have decks, palube? Sure. And do they have pedals? I don't think they do. Train. The odd one out here would be, a platform, peron, carriage, putnički vagon, engine, motor, or a steering wheel, upravljač. I don't believe that trains have steering wheels. Okay, I think they are operated via or through the means of a dashboard. Kontrolna ploča ili upravljačka ploča. The last mode of transport is a tram. Of course, a tram rides on rails. So rails is definitely not the odd word out. It is operated via a dashboard. It has rear lights, but of course it doesn't have an anchor. Sidro doesn't have an anchor. An anchor, written in the same way, in the context of television, is what? An anchor je voditelj. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now let's focus on task 5. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board flight BT331 from London to Paris. Before we take off, we ask that you fasten your seatbelts and secure your baggage in the overhead compartments. Well, overhead means, well, above your head. So if you've ever been on a plane, you know that there are compartments above your seats. And therefore, they're called overhead compartments. Do you know another word for baggage? Okay, that will be luggage. Okay, baggage or luggage. Okay, before we take off, prije nego što poletimo. Okay, do you know another expression that we could replace take off here with? before liftoff, we ask that you fasten your seatbelts. Let's now focus on B. This is the 7:30 rail service from Cardiff to Oxford. So rail or railway service from Cardiff to Oxford. So we are on a train. Please take care of your belongings throughout the journey. There is a restaurant in the front carriage which will open shortly. Next stop is Newport. So, of course, in the front carriage can be replaced here in the front car. So car, when we use car in the context of railways and trains, means wagon. And let's see 5C. Good afternoon, passengers. We're now approaching Piraeus Port. Those with vehicles should go below deck and await instructions from the crew. Thank you for traveling with us.